Hello, everybody. It's Chilled. It's Sunday. It's the Chilled on Sunday podcast. I'm Danny Chaz. This is episode 40. Of course, as always, we've got the beautiful Becca Boo, who's muted. We've got Jeff Denham Art. How you doing, people?
How's it going, buddy?
I'm doing good, man.
Denham?
Just going to give out my warning. So, warning everybody. I'm going to swear. I'm going to say Willie, Knob, and Johnson. And
Got me on the coffee. Damn.
if you don't like that,
I thought that was like your neighbor's name, Willie Knob Johnson, next door.
And as always, if you can't put up with that sort of language, click a like on the way out and fuck off. We're coming in hot. So, Jeff,
What's up, man?
Society, what's up with that?
Society? Well, society's got a lot of problems, if you know what I'm saying. No, yeah, we've had an extensive conversation already, so we're hot. So, yeah, happy Sunday to everybody, and yeah, if you don't like it,
Click a like.
And do that.
I feel like I should go get my new hat.
You got a new hat?
Mm-hmm.
Is it make America? Oh, right. I thought it was
Facts.
It says facts.
Yeah.
It's got two clapping hands next to it. Like
Got it. Got it from the same creator that I got it.
thoughts.
Just saying.
When you pulled a string.
Yeah.
Yeah, but man, that's brilliant.
That would be great. You just do the. It's got like a
my
little chin
hands
shot,
for
just
real.
Like, yeah. Like,
Because
Yeah.
all the time.
I got the foam dome hat. That's about as near as I got to that. And over you put the two cans either side. Somebody thought it was amusing. He was buying me that one year, and I've never wore it or filled it with beer. Yeah, because I'm miserable.
That needs to happen.
I'll do it on this.
That may be a sesh thing,
yeah.
but
I'll do it on here.
we, the viewers of the sesh, need that. We need that.
Ooh, I got one for you. Foam Dome Fridays. Yeah.
Ooh. Well, I was doing waterfall
foam domes. Yeah. So
last night. I was doing waterfall Saturdays.
So what?
So waterfall Saturday. So me and Stu were playing Grand Theft Auto, and Lake Mike Wood jumps in, and Richie jumps in, and Birdie jumps in, and Birdie kept on sending me the hydrate redemption, which I took as I'll do a waterfall.
Birdie's good at that.
Yeah, I do a waterfall,
Hydrate.
and then 7 waterfalls later, I was I'm not going to publish that one, that VOD.
Yeah. Come on. Why not?
What up, Birdie? Birdie was there.
speak of it.
Hi,
Speak
Birdie.
of Birdie.
Yeah. Stu Dog was going on a rant about Americans. See, Americans, one of them begging the table.
Yeah.
Richie and Lake Mikewood were fucking going off about taking the piss out of me and Stu Dog's accents. Apparently, we've got funny accents. I didn't realize. And it was a good time. Birdie was enjoying it the most.
Whose accent is thicker?
I don't know. That's for you to decide.
It's weird. I think I've just gotten used to Danny's accent over time.
Yeah.
I've actually I ran into some just strangers who were from, I think, your area or whatever. I don't know, but they complimented me. They were like, "You can understand us very well."
Did they steal your watch?
Yeah, they actually were pickpockets professionally.
They're from where I live. Yeah,
they got sticky fingers over there, Danny's neighborhood.
yeah.
Was his name Doja?
I'm gonna say I reckon Stuart must have a thicker accent because I do try to dull mine down a bit.
Stu is a little bit more convoluted. I miss more words, I would say, for sure.
Birdie says,
And there you have it.
Danny Chaz and Stu with a sexy British accent. Huh, fresh.
Oh, behave.
I look more like Austin Powers. but Stu sounds more like him.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Stu's not trying to make you understand him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm trying to separate my words a little when I'm on here.
Yeah.
Only a little though. Only a little. So I mean, we've got a few people in the chat now.
Welcome in.
Can I get the rain in Spain falls mainly on the plane?
I'm gonna get some coffee out of my nose on this
So
episode.
I'll do it like
Damn.
the rain in Spain falls mainly on the plane. Or do I do the rain in Spain? The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plane.
Stu says I'm staying quiet tonight.
No, he's staying quite.
Quite.
Yeah, are you
Quite what we don't know.
It's all love, man. I know we sound like dumbasses
Arseholes.
in our accent. Yeah.
You sound like arseholes right now.
There you go. Thanks.
You sound like you two are picking on a minority.
Oh yeah, there are less English people.
You know what I mean?
What do you think is the most annoying American accent?
Annoying.
Because you got like
any
all
of them
kinds of
are.
accents over in America.
Let me think. I'm gonna say Valley Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's pretty much. Yeah.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, baby. I mean, and they've all got that croak, that on the words. That shit fucks with me. No one really talks like that.
Like vocal
Oh my god,
fry.
like, and they say
imitation
like a lot.
vocal fry.
Mm-hmm.
They say like too much, and they say literally when they actually mean actually.
Mm-hmm.
That really pisses me off when people use
literally
when they actually mean actually. Yeah. GB1, how you doing, brother?
He says, "Sup, fools."
Jibby. Woohoo!
Yeah, GB.
Adios,
Yeah, boy. Nice one.
We started very late though.
Yeah. Time change.
We had a time change. Danny didn't. So,
I haven't had it yet.
I asked Codex last night when you guys changed the time.
He don't know.
I'm like, yeah, he said, yeah.
He did know.
March 29th. He said March 29th.
Did he have to look it up?
Great. I think probably.
Or is it just because like part of his citizenship thing he has to do?
No, he looked it up. He was like, I don't know.
It's on the test.
He's like South African, isn't he?
In that Irish South African accent.
He's like South African. So it was like, Becca, I don't know what the time is. No, that's the wrong accent.
He's not from Uganda. What the fuck?
Because he's got that South
African. Yeah, I used to do it really good.
South African, but also there's that tinge of an Irish accent.
Yeah, I can't do South African anymore because I haven't done it in such a long time. There used to be a dude at work who was my foreman, and he was South African. And he used to ride me, and I fucking hated him. And he Danny, I can't understand why you can't do it properly. That's how I used to talk, like that. I don't understand why you can't do it properly. I should go, fucking hell. Joanna's Bergmouth cunt.
Danny's having flashbacks. He's like,
oh yeah, I hated that dude, man.
So yeah, he looked it up for me because I went, okay, cool. It was too late to, yeah. I went, well, that means it's going to be 4:00 for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I can go an hour earlier if you want next week.
No,
if that helps you.
No.
I'll do whatever helps
you. It might help Jeff.
I actually won't be able to be here.
Me, on the other hand.
It's just going to be me and Becca next week. Wicked.
All right.
I got something I probably can't get out of, so.
What kind of trouble can we get ourselves into, Danny?
I don't know. I think we should light a candle, like
what?
Red wine.
What do you mean trouble? What am I, the principal? Like, this isn't the Breakfast Club. I'm like, the principal guy.
Well, you are the only authority figure here, Jeff. You're the one who keeps us in line.
Oh, really? Oh, geez, you're all fucked then.
Well, I'm definitely. It's not definitely not me. Yeah. I'm definitely not the rule maker here, that's for sure.
I'm oppositional defiant. Fuck your rules.
The next screw that's gonna fall out is gonna be.
But what if I said, don't follow the rules, Becca? The rules are not for following.
Yeah.
Right. They're meant for breaking.
Then you'll be like, I better follow the rules because you've got to go defiant. You know what I mean? Like reverse psychology's like.
Yeah, it's never worked on me.
Next week's intro music is going to be, we're not going to take it.
Bam, 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 bam.
Team Snoop Dogg's on our side. Fuck the rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we ain't going to take it. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. So talking of taking it, how's your leadership change working out over there for you? Is it cool? Is it like smooth? We've got the president-elect, haven't we, taking over? And
you mean the Canadians? They're doing that right now, I think.
Yeah. And you halfway through that. How long does it take for the president to be voted in and then become the president?
Here?
Yeah.
Election in November, and then he gets sworn in on January 20th. So
so it's that. Yeah, because here it's like more or less instant.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Like you're out, you're in. It's like that overnight. Yeah. Like get the boot.
Kind of like Canada. Yeah. We have like this long drawn out process because
it is a bit of a handover process. Yeah.
You guys
just so you get all the pardons in. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. It's become pardon season.
We vote for a person.
Yeah.
Right? You guys vote for a party, correct?
We vote for a person and a party locally, and then they add up all the different things. Same as you do. How many seats you win over a town becomes the president. The leader of the party becomes president. Yes, it's the same process.
Do they do it differently in Canada?
I don't know. I think it's the same, but a lot of it smells of garlic.
There's one of the lawyers I follow on YouTube is Canadian. He was explaining because I had no idea 50 plus, and I had no clue that they didn't vote for a person.
Yeah, no, we vote for
the party that they want, and now there's always somebody that's sort of like the voice of or whatever. But
the trouble with it here is probably the same problem you've got. There's more than one party that really it's a two-party race. And I don't like voting for people that are just going to fuck me. So I've got nobody to vote for. That's my problem. And when I have voted and then they start fucking me, I'll think, and I'll pick this fucker to fuck me. And I'll take it personal. And I know it's a childish way to think.
Yeah. Like, how dare he do this to me?
But it's how I feel and how I think. So I shouldn't really have an opinion because I've give up on the voting. But my opinion is this is why I've give up on voting.
Right.
And I'll give up on voting because I'm either going to get banged here or banged by this one. Because
it's disillusionment with the whole process, right?
The whole process to me is flawed. And the people that I'm voting for are not people like me. They're grown up in a sheltered society of basically they went to school at private schools that was paid for, not state schools. They're removed from us. They do not know what it's like to go to work.
Right.
So they don't know what it's like to be part of the working class, but they're making decisions on our behalf that don't suit us, and they especially don't suit the silent majority. They suit the vocal minority. So they're going for the popular vote all the time, and not the vote that's going to help people. And I've had conversations about this in the past, so people get angry with my point of view. And I ask anyone that watching or on screen with me now, don't get angry with my point of view, because it is only my stupid point of view.
Right.
I'm not trying to put my point of view on you. It's just how I think. And I'm just disillusioned with it. I really am. And
which is sad. You know, I don't think a society, like a strong structural society, should be run on where most people like don't participate or they feel disillusioned. It's gone too far once you just drop out of the system and say, fuck it. It shouldn't. The sign of a healthy society is that everybody like is engaged and, you know, thinks about, you know, more than just one horse race, which is basically what we have now. Is every 4 years there's a horse race, and then you just wield the power how you see fit, and it's just herky jerky kind of system, you know.
Yeah, and career politicians should automatically be fired from being politicians.
Yeah, we need term limits.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
like for real, need term limits.
That squashes a lot of the corruption because of they being there so long and crafting rules to help themselves.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Although, at least right now, the two. I know where I live. Y'all know where I live.
Yeah.
And a lot of what, like, I have really. It's a challenge. We'll just put it that way. It's a challenge.
Yeah.
And the two that have been there the longest are the ones that actually like finally fucking did something. And sort of stopped some of the crazy slashings. You know, to things like the National Weather Service.
Yeah, great idea. Jibby says, we're in the best moment in time and the saddest at the same time. Starting to get the inner sense that the system is about to collapse, which there's a sense in the air, isn't there?
Yeah,
we were talking about that before we went live. Like, it's palpable. It really is palpable. It's in the air.
The concern is at least
like you
on
can
everyone's
feel
mind.
it everywhere. And Jeff and I live in very different parts of the country. I think very much the same in some respects, but very different parts of the country where, you know,
but it's palpable. And like I said, like
I've
fielded a lot of questions lately that have me concerned because everyone's concerned about what affects them most. And I think that it comforts me a little bit that people ask me my opinion and they want to talk it out with me. But also it concerns me about the volume of people that are trying to do that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just
it's a little overwhelming.
Yeah, I'm trying to help,
but also
I have no power.
We've gone from, but I really think it's. I seriously love having these conversations.
Yeah,
I really think that it has. I think in a lot of respects, and it may not seem like it, but it's what I am experiencing and kind of what I'm seeing. More and more people are having the conversations. And it's not it's not a fuck you because you voted for blah blah blah, so your opinion doesn't fucking matter. Like that's not what we're talking.
Right. Like who can I move in with if all of my, you know what I mean? You know, that kind of shit. It's like politics goes aside
I'm just saying.
People are losing the things that they rely on. So we're all kind of in it together, it feels like. And yeah, man. Stu Dog says on a brighter note, but hey, man, you know, there are some silver linings, but sometimes it's harder to find.
But also when it's fear-based,
it feels existential, you know,
because
what I mean?
people
Like
are scared.
Yeah.
I was in a shop the other day in the egg section looking at all the eggs, and I nearly bought every egg there and posted it to you.
Can you ship them? Because I feel like that would still be cheaper.
From England, maybe.
I feel like it would still be cheaper.
I'm dannychaz. We'll get them there.
Eggman. I got an egg connection in London.
We get them there. I am the egg man.
Hey, babe, you want an omelet? I got an egg guy. I can hit him up.
Baby, I got lots of omelets. No, I was seriously, I was in the egg aisle and I was looking at how much our eggs are compared to like what you're paying at the moment in Los Angeles, especially.
They got a shortage of shit. Yeah.
I was just thinking, man, if I could pick up this aisle and put it there, I would like charge them people in Los Angeles stupid money for them.
Oh man.
We have a lot of it's something I probably need to actually do instead of just think about doing, because we have a lot of local ranchers and you know, farmers that sell their eggs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what those people are charging. It's gotta be cheaper than the $10 at the store.
The thing is, the farmers ain't getting that money. The farmers ain't getting the money that's reflected on the shelves.
No, that's what I'm talking about. I can go directly.
Yeah. So like the farmers are also getting beat down by the supermarkets. So the money you're seeing on the shelves is not reflecting the profits of the farmers are receiving at all.
No, it's going to whatever.
I was staying on a farm when I was
or some shit.
I was working for a large supermarket chain doing work for them. So I'd work all over the country, and I was staying on a farm. They converted these stables into like a motel, and I was staying on the farm. And this guy had fields and fields and fields of wheat growing, like as far as you could see, wheat.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Who are you working for?" And I went like Tesco's, and he was like, "Oh, fuck them bastards!" Like, I said, "Why?" He says, "They promised to buy his wheat for so much money. When he grows the wheat, they go, as it happens, because of inflation and that, we're only going to give you that for it."
Mm-hmm.
He said, "And now I've got hundreds of acres of wheat that's going bad." And that was happening to him. Yeah. As a disclaimer, he said Tesco's, not me. You know what I mean? Like, so, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Huevos?
Huevos. Yeah.
Huevos.
Yeah. There other brands are out there. It might not have been Tesco's. It could have also been Sainsbury's, Asda's, Walmart. Any of the you name the big people, they're the ones we're talking about. Other supermarkets are available. Yeah. And I thought I don't know if what he's telling me is true. I'm not saying it is, but you know.
Oh, I believe it. I absolutely believe it, because we see that shit here.
Yeah. You know what I learned yesterday is you guys know, or at least Becca, I know you know, Waffle House. They've instituted a surcharge. So if you get like scrambled eggs as a side, it's like extra 75 cents or 50 cents.
I think it's like 50 cents an egg.
Yeah. So, you know, as a consumer, you start to make decisions like, you know, you know, you need eggs for like baking and stuff like that, but to straight up eat eggs, I won't be doing that anymore, or what, you know, whatever it is. But yeah, man, it's so weird how systemic everything is, because, you know, everything that you eat, unless you have an egg allergy, is made with eggs. You know, your baking goods, you know, it's almost unlimited. It's fucking crazy. So Waffle House is doing that, and there's other like gigantic chain stores like Costco are going 1 carton per person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? All of a sudden, you got a line out the door that's blocks long, and you're going like, "This is only one thing." You know what I mean? I don't want to be too doom and gloom, but like, what if it was milk or gas or fucking, I don't know, whatever? Pick something. It's you're fucking with like a systemic issue here, and if you start taking a fucking hatchet to solving problems, you're only going to create more. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that things can stay leveled out, but it's we'll see. I mean, time will tell. But I do agree with Jibby. It's like, hey man, how about we try to fix our systemic problems like healthcare and eggs instead of building robots to the fucking moon or whatever? Like, can we focus on us for a little while? Like, there's nothing out there. It's fucking rocks, man. Let's fucking fix our shit. So anyway, that's where I stand.
Yeah,
fix our shit.
What we've just done though, in the last 25 minutes of us being on here chit-chatting. Yeah. We started off with some turmoil and how we feel and blah, blah, blah. Now we're talking about eggs, right? Which is what's happened in your media. So you've got the turmoil of a change in power, and you're being misdirected into worrying about the price of eggs so that you're not focusing on pardons that are going on, policy changes that are happening and things like that. And as a social experiment, us three have just done that in the last 25 minutes.
Yep.
Like, so this egg problem, is it really the problem? Like, or is it the thing that we're all talking
crisis,
about?
But it is a systemic, food supply.
I mean,
I see what you've done there, Jeff, as well, by the way.
What's that?
The existential.
On one hand,
thank you.
That was an excellent pun.
I was going to draw it out, but I thought I would sound like a douchebag, so I just said it normally. Yeah.
That was an excellent pun.
But
I'm trying to podcast over here.
I don't watch regular TV.
No.
I check my local news for weather, and that's about the extent of it. I follow various independent journalists.
Yeah.
That sort of run the spectrum of political views, because I'm not, a one-way road, just so to speak. Like,
mind. You can be swayed.
We are all complex beings, and we were talking about what's happening in this country, and the fact that you can feel the uncertainty in the air. So yes, is bird flu and the price of eggs a distraction? On in some respects, yeah. I would say that.
I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but it's getting a lot of airplay.
Yes.
Or somebody that we talked about, like, I'm not going to put my income out on the internet, but we talked about it beforehand.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you're fixed income and you qualify for food stamps, but you only get $25 a month.
Yeah.
Well,
so I can get 2 dozen eggs and a gallon of milk.
Yeah. When the cost of living doesn't meet the rate of inflation.
Yeah.
And your income is not rising with the inflation, we got a recession coming.
Oh, we've been in
on the way.
Just nobody wants to say the word.
Yeah.
And Danny, I did want to I wouldn't say it's a pushback, but I do understand how the eggs thing is kind of a distraction from policy making and stuff behind, kind of not behind the scenes, but really underplayed. It takes up a lot of the air, but also for me, it is eggs and milk and
Exactly, because
because of my livelihood.
Because it's affecting your pocket. So it's the main thing you can think of. So it's distracting you.
Becca's fixed
that's what I'm
income
saying.
because that takes a chunk out of that. And for an old person, it's their social security benefits. Or for someone with kids, it's the education department. Like everyone's got their worry. It's just like which one affects you the most is your top.
It's not misdirection in the sense of the conspiracy theorist of they make something up. So while you're looking at that,
right,
it's not not made up at all. It's a fact of life. It's a commodity that's in short supply with high demand. Right. So, and it's a I personally don't eat eggs, but it is part of our food. It's part of our 5 a day. It's eggs, milk, bread. Probably the most important foods that we have. The most bought foods in everybody's home.
It's what you get before a snowstorm, right? Get your milk sandwich, man.
That and you loot. You loot stereo equipment.
Yeah. I need a high-end Blu-ray player, motherfucker. I'm gonna wipe my ass with my sock.
There's a storm coming. Quick, let's kick the window in a Radio Shack.
Shit, I'll wipe my ass on the carpet. I don't need toilet paper.
Let's go.
Oh my god.
I'll do it like my dog in the back of the day.
Everybody needs a bidet.
Like Jeff's scooting across the carpet again. That's disgusting, dude.
An
I can't lick
AA
myself,
bidet.
so I gotta, Ooh, bidet. That's a smart idea. Get you.
Yeah, that became an American thing in 2020.
Bidets.
Very few people had them here. Everywhere else, yes, but here, no. Because we make all of our toilet paper here.
Now you can walk into Walmart and just get one that attaches to your fucking seat. And that was not the way it was before. So necessity breeds invention,
I mean,
hey,
Herbs one said something to me, right, once. And he was saying, have you ever thought about how many chickens you need to keep us all fed? And he was puzzled, and I was as well, over how do you sustain this food source with the amount of people on the planet?
Yeah.
And it really made me think, because Herbs does a lot of that with me. He'll say something, and it does really make me think. And I was thinking, yeah, he's right. Like, we've got billions of people on the planet, and we're still creating enough chickens in a quick enough turnaround so we could all eat one every day, really.
Yep. Exactly.
I've got no idea. This it was just
I watched, but the rotisserie chicken that you get at the store, is not the same as what's laying eggs.
The egg producing.
No, they're hens and chickens. Yeah. But it just blew my mind when he said it. Like, how do we sustain the food sources we do with the amount of people we've got on the planet?
Yeah, it's a matter of numbers. It
did blow my mind when I thought about it.
I was watching.
I don't eat eggs. No, Jimmy one saying not everyone eats eggs. I don't.
Yeah.
Like it's just
But if you've ever eaten a cake, then it had eggs in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't actually.
Eggs. Yeah.
I don't like crack an egg and have it with my breakfast. Like, that's just not what I do. Yeah.
With the food supply thing, I watched a thing the other day that was like, I mean, what was it? I don't want to play numbers, but 20 years ago there was like 6 billion people, and now there's 8.1 or whatever. You know what I mean? Like there's a reason that there's strife, because we're going through resources that are finite, right? Like we don't have enough for a daily stream of 8 billion people. There's literally not enough space. And I think that their interesting part was when the population expands, it moves into previously uncharted places, right? The jungle, the wooded areas. humans start coming into contact with things that they weren't before, say like different species that are, I'm saying specifically like maybe bats or bugs or mosquitoes that they're not normally over the last 100 years used to dealing with. So once we start, the divide between humanity and the animal kingdom becomes smaller, you start to have much more novel viruses, things that are hard to tamp down and control and inoculate against. And so it's not only just like the food supply, it's how when the population expands like that, we're living amongst things that we are not used to sharing food and space with, so there's just, it's such a complex system that's what I'm saying is like, once you start throwing one thing or the other off, it makes the whole system kind of wave like an ocean, everything's affected in some way or another. And I would love to see you advertise eggs on eBay and just make that your living. That would be fucking great, dude. Like, yo, you can be my egg man. But I think shipping's going to be your biggest difficulty, because if I get a whole carton full of broken eggs, I'm suing your ass.
Refund.
We're going to take Egg Chaz down. I got some high-powered egg lawyers. Yeah, I got some egg attorneys.
Just that one is.
Do I look like the person who's never been sued before?
That's not even a fucking threat to me, dude.
Jesus. That's as threatening as a strongly worded letter.
All I got to do is pick up the phone. What the fuck are you talking about?
Jesus.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what I was saying. Like, the global system is pretty wild. I think a lot of in my field, it's the wine producers. All of their shit is different than it was like even 20 or 30 years ago. So it's like they're coming up with novel ways to like get the yield that they're used to, and so it's more of a sustainability factor. If you want to talk about the weather and the climate and thing, I mean, talk to a wine producer. You know what I mean? They got a plot of land with dirt, and sometimes the grapes don't do very well. And once things, like I said, the whole system's kind of thrown off, that stability that Becca was talking about is in doubt. And therefore you don't know what to count on. You know what I mean? It makes the future seem a little bit more uncertain, and because it is. So you think you could pay strippers with eggs? You just go up to the stage and spin them. Like,
because truthfully, they're probably just trying to feed kids. Just saying.
Yeah. It's fun to throw eggs at people, though.
Oh, not anymore.
Not at this price.
Yeah. That's a dear do. Yeah.
Kids are just throwing rocks at houses now instead of eggs. Like, hell.
No, they're throwing them off bridges over the fucking freeways.
Oh, Jesus. Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, that's a whole TikTok trend.
Holy shit, that's scary as fuck,
Christ.
man.
What's that?
Throwing shit off of the bridge, off
bridges at
bridges.
cars.
Yeah, that happens here sometimes. Yeah, every now and then.
It's like a whole trend on TikTok.
Every now and then that becomes popular for a while, then it goes away and then someone else. Yeah. And the other one they do is throwing them at trains and stuff.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whippersnappers.
Diddlos. Yeah.
But I did want to mention something that happened to me on the time change. So I finally got around to watching The Godfather for the first time. And first of all, blew my fucking mind, man. I had high expectations for The Godfather because of all the years of hoopla, but damn, I couldn't take my eyes off the screen. Like, just the way people looked at each other. Like, you couldn't get up. You couldn't go up, make a sandwich, and come back. Like, it was too much going on every minute. Like, people looking at each other, and alliances changing with, it's like almost like Clue, but Yeah, it was fantastic. But what really fucked me up was I started the movie pretty late, and I knew it was going to be like a 3-hour movie. I think it's like 2 hours and 55 minutes or whatever. And so I knew I was in for a 3-hour movie, but I started it really late on Saturday night, and then the time changed in the middle of the movie. So I was like, I'm halfway through The Godfather, and it's fucking 3:45 in the morning. I was like, how long is this goddamn movie?
I mean, it's a long movie.
I looked at my watch. I was like, what the hell? It's like 3:55. What the hell? Yeah, it blew my mind. I was like, oh man, I should have started The Godfather when clocks went forward, because it made it feel like a 4-hour movie. But anyway, yeah.
That's when I climbed in bed at about 2 a.m. because I watched the fights.
Oh, nice.
And my mom, bless her heart, Rebecca,
are you still up?
It's noon. And I'm like,
oh no.
No. No, it's not.
Right.
My body says otherwise.
Jeff,
I always think of that for the time change. I'm just gonna go to bed early, and I'm just gonna sleep and wake up when I wake up, right? So that it's
right. Just it's
doesn't totally throw me off, right?
Right.
It never happens.
The crazy person I live with, right? I'm not going to say who it is, but her name rhymes with Nelly, right? She doesn't change the time on any of our clocks or devices because she works on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So she doesn't change the time on her watch until Wednesday morning, because that's when she wants her extra hour in bed.
So it's like a psychological thing.
But for 2-3 days, she's living on the wrong time. But that's perfectly sane to her. And I'm saying, it's just a number. It doesn't matter. Like, it's just, it's light or it's dark. And she's like, no, I want an extra hour in bed before I go to work, not on Sunday. Like, yeah. And there's no convincing her otherwise. There's no like logic, like trying to explain the logic to her or anything. She's just adamant that
if it makes sense in her head, then that's all you need to know.
Oh, Becca, I'll know this. I know there's like we've been together now for I'm going to get it wrong. Over 30 years. I'm not going to try and like inject logic into a conversation with her. No, like it's her way or the highway. I know that, like and I'm punching above my weight, so I've got a good thing going on. So I know when to back down.
Yeah, what Danny's saying is she brings up the average. Oh man. Yeah, man. Well, until March 29th.
She's the yin and the yang, and I'm the little dot.
You're the two eyeballs.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, if you were smart, you would keep it that way.
Oh yeah, I've never been called a dumb man. Yeah. Not to my face, anyway.
Right.
I play dumb, but I'm quite there.
I know you're smart.
I'm very smart, Becca. Thanks.
That's why she keeps you around.
Yeah. So you got Birdie getting older on the 12th. Is that what that means? Birthday.
Right.
How old is Birdie going to be?
Embrace it.
Embrace it. You made it. It's like an accomplishment. You made it another year.
It's a gift.
Is bird years different to human years, like dog years?
It's like cats, man. I think it goes up and down.
Cats is in sevens, isn't it?
You're
gonna make me Google bird years in this fucking thing. You know how weird my Google search history is?
Oh, I know. Bird years ain't gonna affect your Google search, Jeff. We all know that.
Yeah.
You can blame us as much as you want.
Life hasn't even started for you yet, Birdie.
It's still zoological, though. You know what I mean?
39, Birdie. You're still a pup.
Here it says the number of bird years that are equivalent to human years depends on the type of bird and its age. Different bird species age at different rates. Cockatiels, you multiply the bird's age by 3. Parakeets, you multiply the bird's age by 6. It's all over the fucking place. Yeah.
So Birdie's going to be 39.
So you've got your adult plumage.
Yeah, so even Jeff's jealous of your age.
I'm older than that. Dang,
yeah.
I'd like to go back to 39.
I wish I was Richie's age.
Shit.
Not
Act like that
Richie's
was
age.
so long ago.
Yeah.
Well, Richie's age or Birdie's?
You mean 13? I don't know.
Both, really, for me.
Richie's a bearded 13-year-old.
He is. That's what I love about him
I'd
so
agree with
much.
that.
Do you know who he reminds me of? Elroy.
From Blues Brothers?
Nah, from the Jetsons.
The kid?
Yeah.
This little kid, his son?
That's what Richie reminds me of.
His boy Elroy.
He's like, hey guys, we're gonna hang out. Like, you know, like he just, I love him.
His boy Elroy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add that to my mixer on my music stream. His boy Elroy. Whenever Richie comes in,
It's Richie when he comes into like
it'll just
conversations
be
like,
between us too.
Hey
It'll
guys,
be our
thank you.
joke. They'll be like, what the
hey
fuck are
guys,
you
how's it
laughing at? Spacely sprockets.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
that's just what he reminds me of. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why I'm connecting Richie with Elroy, but I just do. Hey guys, how's it going? Like he just always like upbeat, isn't he?
Elroy was upbeat.
Yeah, Richie's always upbeat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like me and you, like we could be curmudgeons, Jeff, can't we? We be like, fuck. And Richie says, like,
Whatever
hey
do
guys.
you mean?
He goes, hey guys, turn up, does a gravity, and he's all like, you know, like it's all cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know, it was
Just hanging out, a bit of work.
Mhm.
Do. You know, it's just-
Doo-doo-doo.
This is what happens when you don't turn up, Richard.
Hilarious.
it's like a couple of it's like a couple of Mentos thrown in an empty pickle bucket.
Mm.
Sorry, buddy. We love you. We're kidding.
Yeah.
We roast the ones we love.
And we're jealous of you.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah. If I'm not talking smack to you, then
I was talking
I'm
to
not
him
talking
and
to you.
just before you guys joined, I was talking to him and Chico.
Mhm.
They were on a cigarette break at work, and they was all like, "Yeah, Chico, hey, Richie," and I was like, "Oh man," I was like this. I was like, "I'm so glad. I'm so glad them guys are back together."
Yeah, they are a
Yeah.
duo, man. It's fucking funny.
Yeah, they are.
I
They're
caught the
definitely-
end where Chico was like, "What's up, dannychaz?"
Yeah,
Stay in school, brother.
he was doing that to me. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
funny
yeah.
as shit.
Although
Chico,
I miss Chico's laugh.
I wish I
miss
could get.
hearing Chico's laugh.
I wish I could capture Chico on camera. How I catch him off camera.
Mm.
When he's off camera, he's a
Mm.
different guy, and he's just like, yeah, and let's rip and that. But I've noticed when he's on camera, he goes, yeah, I get it. And he I wish I could get that. We
Yeah.
just go live and not tell him or something one day.
That takes repetition, probably. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
I was
he-
like that
he's-
at first. Yeah.
Yeah, we all were.
I was like, "Hello and welcome to the Usual Suspects podcast."
Mm.
You're like, "What the fuck?"
Why am I talking like this when you listen back?
Wow, yeah. Why am I on the radio right now?
Yeah.
I'm gonna, yeah.
Chico's a funny motherfucker, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's quick, like funny as well. You know.
Yes.
He really is, yeah. He's caught me out a couple of times when I'm making fun of him, and he hits me back with a jab, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm speech. Like, he's quick like that, you know. Yeah,
He's one of those guys that's perfect to have in a chat on like Modern Warfare or like Call of Duty or
Yeah.
something. Like to have like, you know what I mean? He's got like a lot of, like you said, like a quick retort.
Mm. All I'm saying is, he's too good for Richie. Richie, don't let him go again, man. You nearly lost him. You lost him. It's like Rachel and Ross. Like, will they, won't they? You know,
Will they, won't they?
He's Richie's lobster.
he is, man. They just come as a pair. Like a lot of people in life come as pairs, and Richie and Chico are a pair.
Yeah, it's like perfect strangers. Remember Balky?
Mhm.
If one of them ever gets married,
Cousin?
the lady should know that
think so.
she's marrying both of them. You know, they were on a break.
Where?
I mean, that's like me and
Where?
my best friend. Like we met like 25 years ago, and it's just like it's one of those friendships where even after if I don't see the guy for a year, the second I walk in the room and we're like there, it's like we haven't missed a minute. You know what I mean? It's that like genuine. We're always like almost like brothers. You know, same thing with my real brother.
He's talking about Brad again, Becca. He's talking about Brad again.
That's my best friend, man. Yeah, hell yeah. Shout out Brad.
I don't even know this Brad, man. I already hate his guts.
I don't either.
All right. Well, I mean,
think I've heard his
I
name.
thought I was your best friend.
Yeah.
But then now all of a sudden it's Brad this and Brad that.
Hey man, Brad beat you by like 24 years, dude. I'm sorry. I'll be your friend too.
I don't know if I can handle this. People having a life outside of
exactly outside of here, yeah.
Like
Brad.
If you're not on my screen, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's not real life. Yeah, it's like my brother. We just have the same sense of humor, and it just picked up where we left off, man.
Brad.
Sat Brannigan. Sat Bradigan. Inform the men. Oh yeah.
If he was your real friend, I'd have met him by now.
Oh really? We've never met.
You're
gonna meet Brad before you meet me? What the fuck? I thought you said he was my friend.
And Brad's gonna enjoy me more.
Oh wow, okay. Well, you guys can run off and get married.
I'm gonna get my own Brad and blow you out the water.
Cool.
Into the sunset.
Have fun retiring in Vermont together.
I've got my own Brad. He's in the chat right now. What up, Stu Dog?
Stu Brad. Or Brad Dog 4. Yeah.
Stu Dog is like my what I really want to say friend, you know? He says what I'm thinking. Everyone needs a friend like that, don't they, that says what you're thinking. Yo, yo.
Yo. Oh, yeah, I do want to say one thing. It is nice to still have the sun up at like 7 o'clock. Like a normal fucking place. Dark at 5:45 sucks, man. I'm so glad we're over that, man. Oh yeah. Winter.
Hold on a minute. I've got to put this up.
You got to read it.
Yeah.
I've got to do it in the voice of Jimmy.
If you want.
Okay. I got the weirdest complaint today. That was my Jimmy. I thought it was good.
Go on.
Jimmy with the British accent in there.
I got the weirdest complaint yesterday. This girl says to me, "You're so." I'm going to Al Pacino. This girl's so hot. This girl says you're really hot, but you're an arsehole. So I laughed and asked her, "What makes me an arsehole?" She replied, "I can't explain it." So I said, "I heard girls like arseholes." So she said, with a winning voice, "Yeah, lol." Did I even sound like Jimmy at any stage?
True, though.
It's true. Yeah. I think I started.
Go on.
I think I started off strong with the Jimmy accent.
Yeah. It was just all 100% Danny by the end, though.
I got fucked a bit by then.
Kind of like your South Africa accent just disintegrates.
I know it went to Nigerian really quick, didn't it? My South Africa.
Very quickly.
What are you doing?
Hello, how are you today? No, that's I'm back up. I'm in North again, South.
You're sub-Saharan.
Danny, I can't understand why you can't get it right. Yeah, South
that
Africa.
Was better.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah.
But can you do a South African Irish accent? because that's Codex.
Danny, I can't understand why you can't get it right, to be sure.
Ooh, all right.
Yeah. And no mistake.
Pacino doing Jimmy.
With
Yeah.
a British accent.
I gotta say, you got a great ass.
Great ass. The best is in Devil's Advocate, where it's like he's the devil, obviously, and they're like, he's got this huge apartment that's just empty. He was like, he goes, where does he sleep? And he goes, who says he sleeps? And he goes, oh, well, where does he fuck? And he goes, and Al Pacino pops around the corner and goes, everywhere. The best Al Pacino of all time, man. Like, everywhere.
Yeah. I like it in Scarface when they're at the pool, and he says to he's walking through the pool. And he says to the two little kids, he goes, "Hey, little kid, watch my friend. He's going to stick his tongue out to that girl."
Oh yeah,
You used to remember that scene. As he does it, the girl goes, smacks him. And he walks away and he goes, lesbian. That's one of my favorite things.
Dude,
if you like
Al Pacino, Al Pacino, he doesn't do a lot of interviews and he's kind of getting on in age, but if you like Al Pacino, man, he just did a great interview with Conan O'Brien. He went on Conan O'Brien's podcast and did he's just so fucking interesting, man. He's obviously
that's a really good podcast.
He is Conan's podcast is fantastic. So yeah, man, he's got on just great people and really interesting characters. But you don't see Al Pacino do one-on-one interviews much. So if you like that, he just did one. It was like last week or 2 days ago, somewhere around there. But check them out. You can find on YouTube. So yeah, I was just enthralled to see Al Pacino. It's kind of what got me to watch The Godfather. Finally, was it was on my bucket list anyway, and then to see Al Pacino as an old man and just kind of just kind of riffing on his career and his life and all that, made me this is one fucking interesting dude. So shout out to him, man.
If you like The Godfather, you'll really like The Godfather 2.
I've heard the opposite.
No, The Godfather 2 holds up.
It outfits the story, I heard.
Yeah. Okay. Godfather 3 is some bullshit.
Okay, so I'll stop it too. Yeah,
don't watch 3. It'll break your heart. It's like The Godfather meets RoboCop.
Yeah.
But in part 3, you're not going to watch it, so I'm going to spoil it. They do a hit on somebody with an Apache helicopter.
Okay, that's not the movie I just saw in Godfather 1.
But part 2 is in the vein. I know why Rebecca's shaking her head, but I think 2 complements 1.
Okay, good.
And 3 is just a completely different movie that they've called part 3.
Mm-hmm.
They've just got off the franchise, And
what I saw last night was the score, the screenplay, the dialogue, the looks, the acting, the suits. It was just man.
You had the best actors of that decade all in the same movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. You had Brando in there, Pacino, De Niro, James Caan, just the big hitters. All the big hitters was in that.
What blew my mind was James Caan, who plays Sonny Corleone. His wife that he's beaten up on or whatever, or was it maybe another character? But anyway, one of the associates is beaten up on his wife. I think it's Sonny's sister, actually. And Sonny's sister, the sister who gets married, is Adrian.
From Rocky, yeah.
I was like, oh my God, can you imagine in 2 or 3 years you do The Godfather and then Rocky?
Yeah.
What a dream career that is. Amazing.
Yeah.
Kathleen Kennedy. Oh yeah. Yes. But yeah, it blew my mind, man. Just now I understand why it won the music won a bunch of awards. All now I understand the complete front to back that was involved in that. And I think Coppola was like really young, right? He was like one of his first films or something like that. So, just knowing how to tell a good story is kind of like lost art now. It's all Transformers and Spider-Man, and you're like, well, there is still an appetite out there for like good storytelling, good music.
Yeah.
You don't have to make it slow, because The Godfather is not a slow movie in any sort. So
those movies are out there. You
have to find them. Yeah,
gotta find them.
They're smaller,
not
budget.
mainstream. Yeah,
like Stu put up earlier about The Irishman. That was a good movie.
Fantastic. Yeah.
I find people criticize their movies because of their low attention span, so that they get a lot of, in today's world, they get bad reviews because of the length of the movie and the pace that they're set at.
Right.
But I quite like a slow burn. I really do.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting to me was like, I really like that gangster kind of, storyline, because I think what's interesting the most is, there's like action and like there's murder and all this kind of stuff, but there's something about the gangster movies with the families. You know what I mean? The godsons and the really sacred and familial kind of relations that add just an extra element of stuff on top of what's going on. Betrayal and all that becomes a lot more, deep and insidious and hurtful when you have like, it just makes every scene that much thicker of a storyline when you know that these two people are, you don't know if this guy's going to get killed or promoted. You know what I mean? From scene to scene. And like just the way people talk to each other, like you don't know if they're just saying what they're supposed to say or about to betray another person.
100%.
It's just so cool how
are they playing the part they want to hear, or is it their real feelings and stuff like that? Because it's like a chess game, isn't it? Living in that world.
Right. But people don't want 30 characters in a movie. They find it hard to like keep up with nowadays. But that's what gets me is like, is the Toscani family's godson gonna betray like the Corleone's daughter? You know what I mean? All this kind of shit is like, it adds more to it, I guess.
It's what made Sopranos so great.
Same. Yeah.
Like
there's all characters that have their own relationships.
And there's also like side missions going on, and there's also episodes of Sopranos where nothing happens.
Yep.
So you're not expecting someone to get killed every episode. You're not expecting, like, some of them it's just
Tony's laying in bed looking at his ducks.
And it's just it expresses the mundaneness of that life as well. Like,
for sure,
it isn't just sensationalized the whole time.
It's not all strangling guys,
No,
right.
There's a lot of politicking to do too.
Yeah,
for sure.
And choosing your words wrong. You can say you can structure a sentence wrong and get killed for it. Because it'd be misunderstood. And I mean,
they'll never take sides against the family again.
Exactly. Like when he says about the Fredo doesn't die while his mother's still alive.
Yeah.
Like all that type of like things like that.
One of the scenes, it's fresh on my mind. So when one of his long-term associates, he was like, "Hey man, can't you help me out this time for old time's sake?" And he goes, "Sorry, I can't do it," and walks away. And you just know he's being led to his death. You know what I mean? Like, just it's pretty rough. Stu Dog says he watched Pulp Fiction, which is another
such a good,
fantastic classic. Hell yeah.
It was mind-blowing.
I sat down and watched Pulp Fiction.
It was a mind-blowing movie at the time.
Because
it was written like a novel. It was written out of sequence. It was out sequence and made sense towards the end. Like, you know what I mean? I love that type of writing. And Tarantino does that so well.
Yeah. He did it so well. I noticed I think my last viewing of that was how much their costumes play a role in allowing the viewer to know when the fuck this is taking place. because you know once they're in like the Banana Slugs t-shirt that they've already shot Marvin in the face.
Yeah.
They've already met with the wolf to clean up the body. This is, you know what I mean? Then they're in the diner. When we started in the diner. Yeah. So it's all the costumes that let you know when it is on the timeline, you know. So
I like the way they refer to Tim Roth as Ringo as well.
Yeah.
The first English name he could think of was Ringo.
Yeah. He was like, I hate to burst your he goes, I hate to burst your ego, Ringo, or something like that. But this ain't the first time I had a gun pointed at me.
Yeah.
Ringo Starr.
I love you, honey bunny.
Get your gun out of my face, Paul McCartney. He's like the whole name. Hey, John Lennon, put your gun down.
That's hilarious.
What's up, Gorilla Strong?
Hey, Gorilla.
How's it going?
Yeah, no, they're good movies. So,
Fifth Element 2.
So what you got? Your top 5? Can you do that?
Movies?
Yeah. Damn. It's a hard question for me to just drop like that. So,
I mean, Pulp Fiction's in there for sure. I gotta say, Back to the Future. I love Back to the Future. I think it's like one of the most perfect like movies there. Because there's different types, man. Like, can you watch it over and over? Is that what we're talking about? Because Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Probably my most favorite movie and one I've watched the most is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Oh wow, going back. All right.
Yeah, that's my favorite movie. Not because it's cowboys, just because of like what we were saying about the other movie, the way it's structured and the way it's a road movie. It's traveling from point A to point B with side missions along the way. That's my sort. I like road movies with side missions and and characters, like the characters in it. Like there's just so many different characters that have got small parts that they're so memorable. Like when he's standing outside the bar and he's waiting for some information, and the dude comes along, he's got no legs. And he goes, what do you got for me, Shorty? His name's Shorty. Like, you know, like, and he's like, it's a fresh new whore in the territory. And he goes, can't quite remember her name. And he flicks him another coin. You know, like, that to me, like, I like characters. Like, more than movies. Do you know what I mean?
For sure. I got Gorilla Strong says, top 5 movies. Godfather 2, Goodfellas, Shawshank Redemption, Rocky 4, and Dude, Where's My Car? Those are 4 strong ones right there. I haven't seen Godfather 2 yet, but I love Goodfellas, Shawshank, Django for sure.
Goodfellas is a great movie.
Inglourious Bastards.
Out of the Rockies, Gorilla Strong, I'm going to go Rocky 3.
With Apollo?
Yeah, my favorite Rocky is... Mr. T.
Oh, it is Mr. T. Yeah. I guess they all got Apollo Creed in them. But...
Yeah. The Mr. T one's my favorite.
Yeah.
But Rocky 4 is superb with Dolph Lundgren.
Oh, man. Yeah. Everything he hits, he destroys.
Yeah. If it dies, he dies.
If it dies, it dies.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good one.
And his wife, and Bridget Nielsen was in it as well. Yeah. Stallone's wife at the time. Freddy Got Fingered that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, there's top 5 comedies, top 5, all kinds.
Yeah,
of stuff.
That's hard.
I gotta throw Dumb and Dumber up there. Dumb and Dumber, I could watch.
Then I've got like Brother, We're Out There, like Big Lebowski.
Great movie.
Like, yeah. Like,
top 5's impossible.
Stand By Me, yeah.
Stand By Me is definitely in my top 5.
Yeah.
Christmas Vacation.
Stand By Me and The Boys in the Hood is more or less the same movie, isn't it? Stand By Me and Boys in the Hood, more or less the same movie. Okay.
No, nothing on that one.
Jay and Bob Strike Back. That's a good movie as well.
I saw that in the theater the day it came out.
Yeah, great
Love
movie.
It was fantastic.
I like Clerks 2 as well.
Yeah.
Clerks 2. When they're on the one of my favorite bits is when they're on the roof and they just go into a musical thing and everyone in the street starts dancing and nuns turn up and it's all like the village people and it's like a big it's like a Michael Jackson movie where they're all dancing in tandem. Clerks 2.
I'm just a fan of Kevin Smith.
Me too. He's one of the reasons I'm sitting here.
Who the hell else can do the shit that he's done?
Yeah.
I'd say my favorite is Dogma. Have you ever seen Dogma?
Yes.
That's the one with like real biblical
George
principles.
Carlin and
yeah, like it's got a lot of like
Alanis
real
Morissette, yeah.
And Alanis Morissette is
she's brilliant in it because she just runs in, doesn't she? And she runs up, she just goes boop on his nose and then skips away like that. It's just great. Ben Affleck's in it with Born Identities in it as well. And
that's where it was because
Jason
of Kevin
Scott
Smith
Lee.
that we got to know both of them, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'm thinking about it. I'm probably sitting here because of Kevin Smith.
How so?
Yeah.
I just admire his podcasting and I always did and he'd then been doing it for a long time. And I've just been a fan of him and the style of his podcasting for a long time. I've stole from him. Like on these podcasts. Yeah. I've used jokes that he's used on his podcast. Yeah. Because I find them funny. Like when I said I was talking about Boogie's junk and I was saying how big it was the other day.
Yeah.
And I said Boogie's junk so big trees hide behind it to pee. That stole from Kevin. That joke I stole from Kevin Smith. Yeah. That was on one of the podcasts I heard him do. Like, he's just inspiring. Yeah. And he built that whole network, didn't he? The podcast and the Smodco thing. And I'm really, really like that dude. Yeah. I even like his shitty movies that people like. I like Yoga Hosers.
Oh, yeah.
And like me and Boogie were talking Red State the other day, weren't we? And he played the trailer. Red State's a good movie. And the one Tusk. When the podcast fella goes to interview the fella in Canada, and it's Michael Parks, and he turns him into a walrus.
What?
Oh, you ain't seen Tusk?
I'm not familiar with this.
You ain't seen Tusk?
Never even heard of it.
Oh, yeah, no.
So Tusk was
2014,
but I haven't seen it. Yeah.
Tusk. Yeah. So Tusk was a conversation that Kevin Smith had on a podcast with Scott Mosier. And he was talking about an article he read in England, in Brighton, England. And it was an article for someone looking for a roommate in like what I don't know, Craigslist or whatever you call it. Yeah, and it was come live with me rent free. You don't have to pay rent. You don't have to like pay any bills or nothing like that. All you have to do is listen to me regale you with stories of when I was in the Merchant Navy. So like you had to sit down for once a week and he'd tell you like old Navy stories, this guy and that. And as long as you listen to him and conversate with him, you could live with him rent free. That was a real posting in a newspaper to get people to go like live this thing. And him and Scott Mosier done this whole comedy bit on it. And then they turned it into the movie Tusk.
It says here it's a horror movie. Is that right?
It is. Okay. Yeah.
There's
a great scene. I'm not gonna spoil it.
Well, say it better be good because I just watched The Godfather. So.
Oh, it pisses over The Godfather.
Oh, really? Jeez. Okay.
It starts off with there's a podcast. It starts off with a podcast, and one of the fellas goes to Canada to interview somebody called the Kill Bill Kid, and it's a viral video. That it's a kid in a video that went viral with him swinging a samurai sword around, and his nickname's the Kill Bill Kid, and that's all I'm going to tell you about it.
All right.
You're going to dig it the most. Yeah.
Okay, I'll check it out, man. It says here Johnny Depp's in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Johnny Depp co-produced it with him.
Okay. That makes sense.
And Johnny Depp's daughter was in it, and so's Kevin Smith's daughter.
Oh wow! All right.
Yeah, but yeah, you'll dig it the most. But it's got cameos from all the usual cast from the Kevin Smith movies as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the movie? Have you ever seen the movie? It's one of my favorite ones to watch over and over. It's called Ex Machina.
Yeah.
It's about like this guy that's building like robots and or like literally like autonomous AI robots, and he gets this guy to do the testing the robots. And if you haven't seen it, it's unlike any movie that you've seen before.
I've seen it, but so long ago that this is all ringing a bell, but I can't put it together.
It's this guy, he's like a kind of like a Google trillionaire, and he lives in like a subterranean bunker, and like he's cranking out all these robots, and he eventually gets a human to test the robots like interaction with, and it gets really intriguing from there because you don't know kind of who's the good guy, like is this guy like an evil genius, or is he out to hurt me, or I mean, it's just it's a good one. So Birdie's seen it. Ex Machina, fantastic. It gets more into like the philosophy of humans doing this AI shit more than it is just like robots going nuts on a town. It's more of like what is the pitfalls of unleashing this kind of technology even in a small setting,
like Blade Runner.
Yeah, very similar. It's very different, but
very different, but similar. AI taking its own thing and evolving.
What happens when they start plotting against us? That kind of thing. I wanted to do the art and the music and let the robots do the work, and now it's the opposite.
Yeah.
They're doing the art and the music, and we're toiling.
Yeah, you're right.
It fucking sucks. It was supposed to be the other way around, right?
Yeah, they should be doing my job and put out the bullshit I'll put up with.
Yeah, I like doing music and art. Don't let the robots take that.
Yeah.
Fuck them. But anyway, check it out if you can, man. Ex Machina gets into some should we be doing this type of thinking.
I do like them type of movies. Yeah, like Vanilla Sky is a good movie.
Oh man, I rewatched that not too long ago, and that's a wild one too, man. How he's like on the verge of like just losing what reality is. Like, I like that kind of shit. Good writing is you can't get away with bad writing when you're doing a movie like that. So
nah, the butterfly effects, like all them type of movies.
Yeah. Eyes Wide Shut was wild. Eyes Wide Shut,
great. Do you know I rewatched that recently?
Yeah.
I say recently, like
just the part with Nicole Kidman, though.
Yeah.
Just that part over and over.
I really watched that part. Yeah.
You paid attention at that part, didn't you?
It was like I watched it years ago when it first came out, and then I watched it last year. And it's like the rewatch is like watching a completely different movie.
Yeah.
It's Fear and Loathing's a good movie as well.
I watched that on Tuesday. Tuesday night I watched Fear and Loathing from beginning to end. That's another wild one, man. So yeah, you guys got good taste in movies, man. That's all of those that you said in the chat were right up my alley, man.
Yeah. Man.
Haven't seen Alita though. I will check that out.
If Elite is what I think it is, a newer movie, but it's along the lines with the AI. Yeah,
I'll check it out. There's iRobot with Will Smith back in the day. That was kind of, they kind of nailed that. Even though it's in this weird future, it still like has some points that are like, maybe we shouldn't be doing that.
I liked Will Smith. I liked I Am Legend.
Yeah, that's a wild one. Last Man on Earth type of shit.
Yeah, I like that. It's just him and his dog. And then there's like there's a twist. Then there's a twist to it, like, and it And Book of Eli is another good one I like with. I can't remember the guy's name. Oh man, I'm gonna get slaughtered for this. Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington.
And Gary Oldman. Nice.
Yeah, I love anything. I love anything with Gary Oldman in, and for obvious reasons. And my favorite character he plays is Drexel in True Romance.
Oh man, True Romance. Holy shit.
When he's Drexel and he's like, "It ain't white boy, D, is it?" That scene is fucking great when they're just beating the shit out of Clarence. And that's a great scene.
Gorilla Strong said, "Danny, Denzel Washington."
Oh no, I don't know why I couldn't think of Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington does there's one of his early movies called For Queen and Country. And it's Denzel Washington, very young Denzel Washington, and he plays somebody from the area I'm from in East London. And he actually moved into where we lived and lived there for a few months with a family to get our accent right. And it is perfect.
Yeah.
Like in this movie. And it's a cheap TV movie.
Okay.
But it is excellent. He plays a guy that's just come back from we had a dispute with Argentina, didn't we, over the Falkland Islands, and he plays a soldier that's come back from that dispute, and he's struggling to get a British passport, but he fought for Queen and Country sort of thing, and it's a really, really, really good movie.
Yeah. Oh man, one Denzel that I really like is and it wasn't like a blockbuster hit, but it's called Flight. And Denzel plays this like alcoholic drug addict, but he's also like a commercial airline pilot. And it's his like balance between the two worlds. And it just so happens that like there was like this crazy, I'm not going to ruin it. It's been out for years.
I know the one. Is it the Hudson River incident?
It's kind of a takeoff on that. So basically, he lands the plane and like not he kind of saves most people through his like ingenuity in flying. But it turns out there was like liquor bottles in the trash can that they started to find, and like he starts like it's just what happens from there, and like how he can't. Yeah, he was a lush, man. He was like just how he balanced his what do they call it? When you're an alcoholic,
an alcoholic.
You're functioning alcoholic.
Yeah, he was a functioning alcoholic. He was holding down this job, but barely. And this one kind of miracle exposed him for his vices or whatever. And yeah, man.
People refer to
John Goodman's in it too, so nice stuff right over there.
People refer to me as a functioning alcoholic.
Yeah,
I don't know where they got that idea.
Yeah. What? Danny Stella Chaz? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You got Waterfall Saturday. You got Foam Dome Friday.
I was wild. I could not publish it. But ask Birdie how wild I was Saturday. Oh my lord! Me and Stu were bouncing off each other in the worst way. Yeah. We were getting
Takes two to tango. I've been.
We had great fun, but we had really great fun. But out of context, it could be a whole different story. But we had a good time. Yeah.
I've been on antibiotics, so I can't be drinking. Or what's the point? Right? Yeah. Well, antibiotics and alcohol don't mix apparently. So, gonna kick back on that all week. Yeah.
But yeah, antibiotics, they're pretty cool.
They are fun.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, they're not diazepam cool.
They're not Percocet fun, but
they're not Vicodin cool, are they?
Yeah.
They're no Oxycontin, that's for sure.
Yeah. But it is nice not to be sick still. It is nice. It's definitely a bonus.
That's overrated.
Yeah, Dan, we got Birdie's birthday coming up on what you said, the 12th, and we got Gorilla Strong coming up here at the I think 22nd, maybe 22nd.
So Birdie's gonna be 39.
C minus is the 17th.
17th, 22nd, 17th. So we got Birdie and then C minus and then Gorilla Strong right in a row. Bam, bam, bam.
How old do we think Gorilla Strong is, Jeff?
I don't know. How old do gorillas age? I'm gonna say 46.
Gorilla Strong's 36.
46.
46. That's a good guess.
Sorry, I put some stank on it.
Marie's 47. Are you guessing Gorilla Strong's or are you giving us yours?
Oh, I thought. Oh my God, I'm stupid. I thought Marit said, I'll be 47. Marit said 47. I thought Marit's meant his birthday was on March 47th, and I was like, "What the fuck are you talking?"
Wow, yeah. Is that
How those antibiotics doing for you, Jeff?
The worms have taken over.
Or is it the lean?
The worms run me now. It is the lean and the Sprite that I've been drinking to go to bed.
This is a.
I'm talking like Lil Wayne. I'm going, yeah.
He's obsessed with a G6. Yeah.
Yeah. The 78 in Gorilla Strong's name might have been the.
Do you know what? Yeah, I didn't even think about it. Yeah. Yeah,
the last two numbers give it away.
Yeah. It's also his password for everything.
Yeah. Marie says it'll be 48 in May.
Oh, so we're all similar ages then.
Talk to me when you're 50.
Yeah, what I'm 50 this year. I'm gonna be 50 this year. Or I like to call it 50.
Yeah. When is yours?
November the 3rd, same as Bert Kreischer.
Oh shit. Nice.
November 4th.
My daughter's is on 4/20, the same as Hitler.
You could have said when the new Cheech and Chong movie came out, but
I know.
All right.
That's what she said to me once. We were sitting in a restaurant and she says to me, "It's really cool. My birthday's on the day when people go to the park and smoke weed." And I said, "Yeah, it's also the same as Hitler's birthday." And it just shut her right up. Yeah.
Who's on 7/20 or 7/10? You don't hear many of those. Dab Day. Yeah, man. 4/20, man.
I know his birthday's shot 30.
Dab 20.
Where is he today, the angry little punk?
I imagine he's
well, did he have a good one, did he? I usually get a lot of text
for a minute after the fights were over. And so that was, 12:30, 1 o'clock, something like that. Yeah, he was on one.
Was he on one? Because usually when he's on one, I get a lot of texts and stuff. And I don't remember seeing any.
He had a pretty busy chat too, so.
Oh, that's why he was.
He was on one.
I'll get like texts like, "I ain't gonna finish fucking streaming until dannychaz turns up." But it's just.
I heard that. Yeah. I've seen those messages. They're like, I'm gonna keep going until Danny wakes up and comes in here. I'm just gonna keep going.
I'll be laying in bed and my phone goes. Zzz, zzz, and I look like
it's just like 21 Mikey messages in a row.
Big up Mikey, I love him.
Yeah, man,
I love it. He's one of my favorite people in the world.
Shout out to
and I sound like I'm sarcastic because of my stupid accent, but I actually do love him with all my heart, Mikey.
Yeah, I've met him. Super cool guy.
Yeah,
met him in real
big fella. You said big fella.
Yeah, he's a big fella. All right.
Because he
sets his camera. You don't know how tall he is or what.
He's really tall, Mikey.
Yeah. Didn't know that until I met him.
Yeah, but he sets his camera up, and it makes him look somehow. The angles he's at makes him look smaller than he
he's
actually
like
is.
top down, so it makes him look smaller. And but he's taller than me, and I'm like 6'1". So
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not small, and I'd probably be the small. I'm like one of the smallest ones. Well, I'm 6. Everyone seems small to you, though. He's like that comes from somebody on the side of a building whacking fucking aircraft away, you know.
Oh man,
got Julie Garden in his other hand, whoever the fuck she is, and fucking batting airplanes away.
You know what's really weird right now is you guys both are in the daylight and I'm in the dark, and that's always the opposite with Danny.
It's pitch dark here.
I was gonna say
isn't it dark there? It looks bright.
Almost midnight there.
Yeah,
it's 11:30. It's absolutely I've got there's a thing here, electricity. I've got lights on.
Oh.
Yeah,
I didn't know you had that over there, though. Okay.
Yeah.
Learn something new every day, man.
Yeah, Edison give us the Iggy when he was bringing it out. Yeah. He stole it off one of his co-workers and let us know. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good God. Gorilla Strong 6'5".
6'5". Boy, big boy. 320 pound. I mean, 320's not. 320's not like when you're 6'5".
You can wear that.
You can wear 320. Yeah.
Birdie's out.
What am I? I'm 6 foot, and I'm about 270. Yeah.
Life stuff. Good luck.
I got about 20 pound of cock on me, so.
No amount of running is gonna make that come off, man. So,
man.
I'll
lose it in all the wrong places, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I only lose it in my ankles.
Okay.
Poor Nelly.
And that, my friend, is a callback.
Yes, sir. That's called professional podcasting.
On that note, Jeff. On that note, Jeff.
Yes.
Is anyone you want to shout out?
Yeah.
While I set up the raid.
Yeah. Shout out everybody in the chat today. This is a fun one, man. I like a little serious. I like a little fun, man. So thanks for turning up and tuning on and all that good shit. I've got some stuff very early tomorrow, so I'm going to try to get to bed and catch us all week, man. We got a lot of stuff going on. We got a lot of things in the works. So shout out to you, Becca. Shout out to Richie and Chico. I guess I should bundle them together like my home and auto. And then you, Danny. And then Danny Chaz, to you, man. Thanks for doing this on Sundays, and thanks for staying up late.
My pleasure.
I won't be here next Sunday because of things, but I'll be with you in spirit, and makes the heart grow fonder. So much love. Y'all have a good week. I'll see you soon.
Becca, anyone you want to say hi to?
Shout out to my Oklahomies as always, and everybody in the chat. It's been a great conversation today.
I liked it. Yeah.
I've really, really, really enjoyed this.
Yeah, me too.
So, yeah.
I felt like we was getting a little serious. That's why I sillied it up a bit at the end. But yeah, I really enjoyed talking about.
You need that.
Things. Yeah.
It's the yin and the yang.
Yeah, I'm the two little dots.
Double callback.
Oh, your timing was impeccable, though. Mine was like clutching at straws. Call.
Okay.
Mine was filling air while I was setting up a raid. So sorry, Becca, I interrupted you. So Oklahomies.
Yeah, and everybody in the chat and all the people.
So for me, I'm going to pick up everybody in the chat today because, like, we touched on some subjects that people find, some people are into, some people find boring. But what I like the most is that everybody in the chat give us serious answers, never picked sides, never turn into a shouting match. It never say you should say this, you should say that, or Danny, don't know what you're talking about because you're not even in America. Like, everything was just our
For
opinion.
instance.
Yeah, and everything was just our opinion. Mine's from the outside looking in.
I'm going to use that next week.
Yeah,
Write that
and
down.
I just love it. So we're going to get ready to raid We Groove Radio with DJ Chill, who's been
Nice.
a supporter of mine, and I'm a supporter of his. So let him know you came over from us. I really enjoy this fellow. He plays great music. He's been in the chat during this show a few times, and just tell him we said hi. So on that note, all I've got to say is bye-bye.
Ta-ta. Are we starting the raid or are we ending the raid?
The raid's going now.
We raided. We raided.
No,
so
not yet.
We're not.
Not quite yet. No.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
You got your timer.
So I'm a professional podcaster. I really am. Believe me.
This is episode 40.
We're going to go over to We Groove Radio right now. I'm going to press. Oh, no, I should have pressed. I love you all. Thanks for hanging around. Thanks for hanging out. See you next week. Have a week.
It takes 86 seconds.
Do you like that?
God, man.
Oh, that's great.
Got there.
Yeah, man, that was fun. I like a little bump on the end. That was